Hi everyone, my name is Natalie Koenig and welcome back to Nat Scraps. Today we are working on day 7 of Christie's Beautiful Life 30 days of sketches, and I will have up on my screen the sketch that we are going to work on, and this is going to be a quick one tonight. I've worked all day tomorrow. This is late in the week and I am working all week this week, so I do not have much time to create a layout, edit the layout, and then also do the voiceover, this thing that I'm doing right now. So thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate all of the messages I get and all of the love that you guys send my way. So I quickly grabbed a photo after looking at this sketch, and then I've grabbed out a handful of papers. Now these are from the Fresh Paint kit. This was a Close to My Heart range about 6 months ago, 4 months ago, something like that. I still have a little collection of them, so I'm going to use them up. My 30 days of sketches, guys, is all about using up stuff I have already got in my cupboard and not starting new kits. I do have a Christmas Story collection that was released. A Christmas Story was released on the 1st of October, and I do have videos ready to go for those, but I thought I'd hold on to them while I do this 30 days of sketches. I may start them. They may be started. I'm not sure, guys. I don't know anything right now. Too busy to actually think, but they will be out. This is a bit different. I am trying to use some old stuff while doing these sketches. And I love being able to do that. I love getting back into the stash and finding things and using them up, because we're not hoarders, guys. We're our crafters. We need to use the stuff we have in our cupboards. I pulled out those Fresh Paint papers and I am just popping out bits and pieces that are left over that are on the sheets there, and I'm just creating a few little clusters. Now in the sketch, on the right hand in the middle is where I have that yellow arrow right now, is actually an embellishment of some kind, and a bit of a spoiler alert here, but I end up eliminating that embellishment area and I end up with 3 embellishment clusters, so I do deviate from the sketch quite a lot. But I like that I was able to bring in that black lol paper and then put that pop of color behind, and then pop a few embellishments around that. I do come back in after this and quickly decorate this page because it's way too white for my liking, so I do come back and do a little bit of stamping. So you can see there roughly the embellishments that I plan to use. I do have lots of the acrylic shapes left as well. Now I am not sure if there's anything left of this collection and what is available, but if there is stuff available I will put it into the description below. This is the Level Up Thins Cuts and Stamp set, and this is great for anybody that has a young boy in their family that likes to game. Now what you don't know about this photo, I don't know if you can see in the reflection in the behind us sitting there, you can see the reflection of the TV, but me and my son here are actually playing Fortnite. So we're sitting on the couch having a little bit of a relax with each other, and we are gaming and playing Fortnite, which is something I quite enjoy doing with my son. We don't spend loads and loads of time doing it, but when I do get around to it, he will keep me alive while I run around and complete challenges. That's pretty much our thing. So he's I wouldn't say he's the best in the world, but he's pretty good at it, and he will defend me and watch my back while I go off and do things to get the challenge points up. So that's how we kind of play. If I play on my own, I ultimately end up dead. So I do need him to help me out. But I do like that I can sit there with him, and as he's getting into these teenage years, so he's just about to hit his teenage years, so it's nice to have something that I can just do with him on the side, and that he still actually wants to hang out and do a couple of things with me is nice as well. We do call him a hermit at times because he does tend to end up in his room and not come out for long periods of time, especially if the internet's working. He will soon appear if the internet is not working though, which is pretty much common for young boys. Here I've got my gaming console. I've stamped that and I'm colouring it in. Gee, I'm rambling today and I do apologise. I'm not going to go back and take my rambles out like I normally would. I am just going to ramble, guys. If you like my ramblings, let me know in the comments below. If you don't like my ramblings, let me know in the comments below and I'll try to stop rambling. Here we go, we're just adding a little bit of colour to that, a few highlights in there on the buttons. I did pull out a heap of bright colours, a red, a blue and a yellow, thinking that I was going to do the buttons in different colours, but in the end I think it looks pretty good just in the greys. I'm now doing nothing because I have gone off and I have die cut that, so there is a matching thin cuts to that, the stamp set, and I've gone off and done that. Here it is all die cut out, and that's roughly where we're going to put it. And this is where I start to think, oh, I'm going to have to disassemble this page so I can put it back together. And so I'm taking as much of the stuff off as I can get to come off. A couple of the things were stickers, so it was a little bit harder to get them off. And then I'm going to come in with the words level up, game on, and the little stamp of the controller, and I am popping those randomly around the page. Now it would have been ideal if I had randomly stamped this before I had stuck everything down, but I was in a little bit of a rush tonight and just wanted to get this done in between my doing my daughter's algebra and picking up kids from tutoring. I was doing this, and so I should not have really stuck everything down. So it's a lot harder to random stamp when you're trying to dodge stuff that's on the page. You did see me there, I just put down a scrap of paper trying to mean that I could stamp closer to where the photos and stuff were. Once I'd done that all over randomly, I brought back in those clusters and I've kind of eliminated the majority of them and ended up with one down on the bottom right, one up on the top left and one up on the top right. So I end up with 3 clusters. As I said, I eliminated one cluster kind of from the sketch that was there. And instead of having on the sketch, it had little banners and things. That's where I put that controller. So it was a little bit of deviation there from what the sketch said. I don't think I mentioned at the start, but this sketch was by Karen Lee. Oh, Karen, if I have said your name wrong, I do apologize. And kudos to her. I love this sketch, and I have seen a couple of the takes on this sketch, and they were absolutely stunning. And put my 10-minute layout to shame here. Here I'm bringing in those acrylic shapes, and these were part of that fresh paint collection. As I said earlier, if they are still available, I will pop them in the description below. And I'm just pulling out a few arrows and tiny bits and pieces and popping them on the page. And that's just to add a little bit of dimension and some more tiny details to what is fairly a simple page. Here I'm going in and gluing those down, and to be honest, I think I missed half of them. I have to come back in and glue some more bits and pieces in a moment, and I do that for quite a while, and I take absolutely forever to clean up these acrylic charms. And I didn't edit this one, guys. I thought it was quick and easy enough that I wouldn't edit it, so you've got all these little bits that are going wrong in between. I'm now going to bring in a splatter mat or blending mat, whatever you would like to call it, and I'm just with a bit of blank oxide ink. I am just going around the edges of the page, giving it a little bit of a border, because even though I've stamped that, I don't like pages that are just sort of not finished on an edge with either some hand doodling or some blending or something like that, and it just gives it a little bit of a border and stop the eye from trying to find where it ends. I'm going to get around there, and and we are very close to the end, I think. So, oh no, I do one more thing. So there's just one of the things I missed. I think I find another 1 or 2 stars that I missed along the way. Here I'm coming in with, there's a number 1 and a number 2, and I thought that was apt when I was thinking about me and the boy playing Fortnite, that I'm the number 2 and he's definitely the number 1. I kind of just hang on for dear life, and he's my bodyguard and you know, fix this thing up. Now I did stamp the number 2 upside down there, so luckily I hadn't glued down that orange star, so I glued that over the top and then restamped. And then I'm doing some 2nd and 3rd generation just to fill in a little bit more around there. And that's my layout, guys. It's not spectacular, it's not amazing, but it's done, and it does document something about my son and me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for spending the time listening to me ramble on, and all your lovely comments and things you leave. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.